Hi, my name's Adam. Welcome to my Drive Time PR video. And I'd like to kick off actually by conveying what I think is probably the biggest myth in PR generally. And this is that, excuse me, is that to secure big media exposure and PR results for your firm requires great contacts in the media. I've lost count of the times that firms and have come to me and said, look, do you have great contacts? Yeah, I have reasonable contacts, but it's not about contacts that you may have. For example, my dad may be the editor of the Wall Street Journal, but my dad as editor of the Wall Street Journal is one thing he's interested in, is stories that would be good for his readers. Now, I may be somebody off the street, and I give a call to the Wall Street Journal. I get through to a junior reporter with news that Donald Trump has had a face transplant. Now, that would be a story, and I'm just somebody off the street. So it's a bit of a crass example, I know, but it conveys the essence of what media pitching is all about, which is the media, whether that be national media, whether that be industry media, whether that be digital media, whether that be bloggers, there is and you're pitching to individual journalists and editors. All they want is a story that that they can publish in their publication, or they can release online, publish online. That above all else is what the media is interested in, and contacts can be useful, but at the end of the day it's always about the story. I read a piece very recently, which was if your story gets and this is very pertinent for consumer PR, if your story gets traction on Facebook, imagine putting in your news or your story on Facebook, then that's a good measure of whether your story is going to be newsworthy. And I think that's quite true. We all know, for example, on those of us who use Facebook, which I'm sure is most of us, is that the amount of story, the amount of shares that stories get is, you know, into the tens of millions, and it's always down to whether the story is a good story or not, and I think that conveys this idea, this really real essence of of securing big media exposure results in PR, is that it's all about the story. It's never, hardly ever, about the contacts you may have. Thank you, bye bye.